This episode is proudly supported by Anchor Food Professionals. Whether you're a caterer, cafe operator, or chef running a commercial kitchen, everyone knows quality products are the foundation of successful dishes. Anchor Food Professionals is a trusted supplier to the hospitality industry and has built a stellar reputation thanks to their consistently excellent butter, cream, and cheese. As the food service business of Fonterra, Anchor Food Professionals is home to many well-known brands such as Perfect Italiano, Mainland, Western Star, and Bega, and is now an important part of the Australian food service sector. Anchor Food Professionals has a history of innovation and expertise in sustainable dairying that delivers a world-class product portfolio. If quality cheese, cream, and butter are important to your creations, head to anchorfp.com.au to explore the range.
So it's Christmas 2024 and we're here at the Sydney Fish Markets at the number one shop in the market, Fishtales Seafoods, with Angelo Vaxevani, the manager. G'day, Ange.
G'day, mate. How are you today?
Fantastic. So how's Christmas shaping up this year?
Very good, actually, this year. Prices are down, quality is up. We have a good range of prawns, oysters, plenty of sashimi. We've got a Mount Cook salmon from New Zealand, which is amazing. It's pristine water. You cannot get better salmon than New Zealand Mount Cook salmon. For sashimi, for Christmas, is my pick of the...
That's your pick already. So we've come straight out of the block saying that the Mount Cook Alpine salmon sashimi is what you're going to start with. Take us through your prawn range, Ange. You've got a huge selection.
This year we have plenty of green. We've got plenty of cooked. We've got large, extra large, and we've got jumbos throughout the cooked and green. We have fresh, beautiful prawns. We have beautiful kings.
Wild king prawns?
Wild king prawns. Very good sizing this year. The catchment this year is excellent. I've never seen so many king prawns in 1 year.
And what about the farm tigers? We're seeing them coming through in big volumes now.
Beautiful, yeah. They're from Tassal. They're doing a very, very good job with prawns this year. Very good colour, very good flavour, very good grading.
These seem a lot larger than in other years.
Is
that right?
They are. They're doing an amazing job down there at up there in Queensland in Tassal. They're amazing job.
Now, in the trade, we call a raw prawn a green prawn. You've got some farm tigers that are raw and some kings that are raw as well.
Correct. So the people who want a very jumbo prawn, a very green prawn, a wild prawn, we've got some beautiful prawns from Queensland. This year they're about $56, $57 a kilo. They're down from last year.
Right, that's amazing.
They're down. They're a couple of dollars down. Then we also have an extra large green tiger, which is a farm tiger. Beautiful prawn. I have those 364 days of the year. That's how good they are.
That's fantastic. Now, what about lobsters? There seems to be, with the China market still closed for the majority of the Australian producers, there's quite an abundance of lobster coming into the local market.
Yeah, this year we got fresh WAs this year. We've got an abundance of lobster. So we have WA, we have southern lobster fresh. We have fresh eastern rock lobster from New South Wales. They're starting to crawl, so we're seeing volume come through. But the WA, beautiful fresh lobster. Southern lobsters, they're amazing, good size, about a kilo, 900 is the size we'll have this year.
And you've got a range of live as well as the cooked?
We have beautiful live. We've got 3 kilo, 4 kilo lobsters there. We've got 1.5 kilos. We've got specials where we cook $90. You get a whole lobster for $90 cooked.
Here at Fishtales Seafood.
Sit down, eat it, leave your mess, we'll clean it. Pick your lobster and off you go.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. And so take us through what you're expecting for the 36 hours of trade, aside from no sleep.
Nah, this year will be good. It'll be good this year because good weather. It's not very hot. I think there's a lot of seafood. It's actually a good time of the year.
Yeah.
We'll get a lot of deliveries come through. We'll have a lot of people come through. I think we're going to have about 150,000 people we're predicting this year. So based on last year's number, that's what we're predicting to have through the Sydney Fish Markets. We will have plenty of customers, plenty of staff to serve all the customers come through. We'll have plenty of product. We've got cooked You come in, have your cooked product, sit down and eat it. You can buy it fresh, cook it here as well. There's another option we give. We've also got the takoyaki here in Angelo Seafood, which is a hit. It's very good. We've got prawns, we've got octopus. We do a salty egg, and we also do a takoyaki cheese as well, which is very nice.
Now, what about oysters? That's one of your absolute areas of expertise, Angelo.
Oysters, we have the East Coast, and we've also got the newcomer, the new kid on the block, Albany from Western Australia.
Right.
Beautiful rock. They're a beautiful, clean rock. I was fortunate enough to see the farm a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
the water, the infrastructure they put into it. The oyster itself is amazing. It's fresh. There's a clean shell. It's a clean, crisp taste. It's very nice.
And aside from the Albanese, what other oysters are you expecting this year?
So we've got other oysters from all up and down the coast. My picks this year are, so I've got Marimbula, Surf and Turf, amazing oyster. We've also got the Albanese, like I said. We've got Tasmanian oysters, and we've got a local growers from Pacifics as well. We've got standards, which are quite big. Then you've got your normal grey, which is a buffet, which is more pleasant to eat, that size.
Yeah, right. And you also have those extra large oysters that you sell for steaming?
Yes, we got Bateman's Bay. They do a jumbo extra large oyster. Very good for steaming. We will have some of those as well available. Not many, so if you want big oysters, you've got to come in early and grab them.
Fantastic. And so what are you expecting for this year's Christmas?
On my table?
On your table, yeah.
On my table? This year, I don't want seafood. No.
That's fantastic.
No. This year, we're going to... the old Greek saying, you do the lamb, you do all the Greek salads. That's all I do.
Fantastic. So as always, it's great to catch up with Angelo Vaxevani here at Nicholas Seafoods, and good luck for the Christmas, mate.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So in our global tour of what's been going on in fish in 2024, we're here at the Sydney Fish Markets with number one seafood distributor, Frank Theodore from Get Fish. Hi, Frankie.
G'day, Johnny. How you going?
Tip top. Now, tell us about 2024. What's been the seafood highlights for you this year?
Jesus, just 2024. It seems so, the beginning of this year, John, and we're at the end now, it seems so long ago. Highlights for me, mate. I'd have to say the handling of wild fisheries improvement. I think in my space. Just thinking off the bat, we've noticed that a lot of our suppliers, our fishermen, are coming on land and respecting the fish from the get-go. And so, yeah, we're actually seeing a difference in the way fish has been handled.
Would you say that chefs are appreciating that as well?
Oh, totally, John. I mean, we've got an amazing variety of group of different cuisines in this country now, especially in Sydney. Melbourne used to be the place to go, but I'll tell you what, Sydney's just outstanding with the talent that we have currently in this city, and they are acknowledging it. But we're also promoting it as well, and we're pointing it out to them, and they're seeing differences. One of the best things about what we do is when chefs randomly ring you up and just say, mate, this fish is amazing. It really gives me a buzz.
What are the species that you've seen or that chefs have started to really take a liking to this year?
Look, if one of the main things that really sort of going, gangbusters is the coral trout. It's a great fishery. It's handled beautifully. Even from a farm perspective, you've got a variety of different farm fish there, which not everyone agrees to. But look, you've got to look at what comes to you. And when it comes in really good pristine condition, you could tell the fish has been respected from when they either harvest it in a farm or catch it out there. Just the way they handle the fish in the boxes, where they pack them in less than 10 kilo cartons. You're not bruising fish. You could see they're all been soldiers laid and respected, and we do the same.
Now, oysters are one of your passions, and you're a judge at the Sydney Royal Easter Show and run an amazing oyster activation out there every year.
Thank you.
How have oysters been this year, mate?
Look, to be honest with you, there's it's an interesting thing with oysters because I believe oysters are they're having a comeback. They've always been popular, but I think you and I had a conversation a little while ago. I'm not sure if I quote the conversation that we've had about oysters and their pricing. It's probably not the right time for that. But as far as quality of oysters are concerned, there are some really good old school farmers out there who work in their oysters really well. I mean, if this was a TV show, I could show you some amazing oysters right now that you get that twitch on the side of the lip and you can't wait to put that sucker down there.
How have you seen the chefs responding to the oyster program that you run? I mean, you go to a great level of effort to make sure that you've got an extensive curated offer every day. How are the chefs responding to that?
Oh, look, you know what? Even if our chefs split the supply with seafood with one or two other suppliers, which is happens from time to time. Those who don't even buy seafood from me will buy the oysters from me. I've got, like you said, I've got a pretty good program. It's my personal passion. Any given day, Johnny, I've got a dozen regions of a Sydney Reich and about 6 or 7 regions of a Pacific, and they're just not variety of regions. They're the best that are out there. We carry the absolute best, and if they're not good enough, we just don't carry them.
That's fantastic. So looking forward, what are you hoping for or thinking that's going to happen in 2025 in seafood in the fine dining world?
Look, I think we're going to find that predominantly a lot more chefs are going to look at potentially aquaculture.
Okay.
There seems to be we've got a lot of busy places. We've got some really good brands. We've got some. I won't mention names, but it's a great city with some great upcoming chefs and existing chefs. And consistency seems to be the key here. And unfortunately, a lot of the wild fisheries are not getting that consistent sizing and supply. There's still good fishes out there, but farming seems to be they're doing good things with farming, both Australia and New Zealand, and you just seem to get that sizing right every single time, and I think that's chefs don't have time to mess around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And importantly, what's going to be on your Christmas table this year?
Well, I'm a good Greek, as you know, so we're going to have lamb. Look, I'm going to have about 3 or 4 regions of oysters on my Christmas table, definitely. And believe it or not, I'm staying away from the traditional stuff. I'm going to have oysters and some mussels.
Yeah, fantastic.
Some great mussels happening at the moment, and so that's on mine. Except me, and of course all the other stuff that us Greeks do.
Fantastic. Frank Theodore from Get Fish, thanks so much for servicing the high-end restaurants in this town, and congratulations. Look forward to more in the future.
Another 47 years.
Cheers.
Cheers, Johnny.
This is Fishtales, a seafood podcast. A Deep in the Weeds production. I'm John Susman. Follow us on Instagram at Fishtales Seafood Podcast, or email us at fishtalespodcast@deepintheweeds.com.au. Stay tuned for more tales from beneath the surface of the seafood world every Friday on your podcast app.